it'll be making you money.
Right.
It's just sitting here waiting to make you money.
This machine is really going to help just make things more consistent and just speed up our process for all the growing demands.
That is amazing.
See, you get shells.
Yeah, you can feel how light it is.
More picky.
Right.
But if you didn't get it there, you wouldn't get the job done either.
So we needed to find a way how to harvest, and then when we overcome this one, the next challenge was how to clean seeds.
There's times I've run this 24 hours a day.
24. So you go to sleep, machine working.
Machine works all night.
Did you have like doubts? Like, what did you want to do? And is that machine is right for you? Like, what was your thoughts about it?
Yeah, my main thoughts were, like I say, cleaning our grain to the feed quality we needed. Too good to be true, but it exceeded what you said it would do. I mean, it's done everything it was advertised to do. We've been 100% satisfied with it.
What you bought that unit for?
Our original biggest concern was with our corn, getting the vomitoxin and the aflatoxin out of it so it would be ready, usable for feed quality for chickens and hogs and stuff, getting the aflatoxin out, which it said it would, and it did. We had some that tested 64, 14.5% moisture corn. It checked 64 ppm. We cleaned some of it, carried it back to the state grading table, and got it graded again, and it was between 3 and 4. And anything below 20 is acceptable for feed grade.
That's awesome result. Honestly, that's probably the best result we ever heard.
Right.
So it's practically almost 20 times.
Right.
That's an awesome result.
In one cleaning.
How cost effective
Wow.
that's for you, the investing in something, and clean yourself?
You either invest in machines that can do it, mechanically for you, or you have to invest in labor to do it by hand, and you just have to duplicate yourself. In the area that we lived in, I didn't have that labor force kind of opportunity.
Right.
So, plus I have more of a mechanical bent anyway, so it was easier for me to understand machines.
And sometimes machines are more reliable.
They are.
They don't oversleep. They don't get sick.
That's right. You tell them what they do, and they do that same thing every single time. You don't have to worry about it. So there's cob in there. There's pieces of stalk, or this could even be like weed stuff. You'll even find little pieces of dirt in there.
Right.
That's probably just a kernel that got deformed or things like that.
Uh-huh.
So these are the things that I had to sort out by hand.
Oh, wow.
I've got 16,000 pounds of popcorn, and to sort out one kernel, it's like literally the needle in the haystack. So
I don't know.
I knew I couldn't do that.
That's true.
But this is what it looks like from an organic standpoint in its purest state. See, there's even a piece of conventional dent corn in there. All of this has to clean out before I can get to this. So this is the final packaged product.
So you can see here, nice and plump. Get it in your hand so you feel the weight. You can physically feel the difference in weight from here and from here.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Look at this. This is the second shoot and this is the last shoot. And now when you start, you see this is like all green and small. This is all nice and darker and plump. Look at this. That could be planted and germinate like this. So if you take it through the huller, it's just gonna give you more junk and wasting your time.
It's those small seeds have created so many problems for us.
So now, this is your garbage practically.
Yeah.
You cannot do oil with it. You cannot do any. This
trash.
is waste.
That is amazing.
So now you're gonna spin less, your wells and get better product. Make sense?
100%.
Would you make that decision again to buy these machines?
1,000%. 1,000%. I'm really excited to see what this can do. And just the results that we've gotten running through there, it's amazing.
Do these machines making money or wasting money?
They'll make money from day one.
I appreciate it. You have to go to the customer and clean the air gut.
Right. His specific task, he has too much air gut in there for him to even take the $2 discount.
Okay.
So if he doesn't clean it, he can't sell it.
To accomplish that,
What do you usually use?
I've got your color sorter, a 10-chute color sorter, and I can do between 800 and 1,000 bushels an hour, depending on what you've got in it and how much stuff you have in it.
Yeah, after pre-cleaning,
Right.
it does a faster
Right,
job.
it's got to be pre-cleaned first. If you didn't pre-clean it, that thing would not work very good. Too
Yeah,
much dust,
yeah.
too much little junk, and too much chaff, it would plug things up. It's more picky.
Right?
But if you didn't get it there, you wouldn't get the job done either, because it's meant for a specific purpose and it does a specific job.
You use one of our ADS
Yes,
units.
yes.
It's an ADS 200 airflow unit. So what were you able to accomplish with that?
So one of the things that I was able to accomplish typically when we finish harvest, we let the samples dry and then we pretty much remove everything from the seed heads. That is really important for us to get the quality data point on the end. But one of the big challenges in the cleaning part, there was a lot of the residues staying from the flowers, leaves, leaf petioles and everything.
Right.
And then when I was getting there, there was a lot of impurities there. However we defined impurities, can be even the weed seeds and a lot of different things. We didn't have the challenge with the weed seeds, but more primarily impurities were associated with flower, leaf petioles and leaf stem, as I mentioned. And for us, actually, when we started running samples, actually I was able to see quite good progress how those are getting cleaned. And first, my expectation was only to remove the impurities that I mentioned before. But the other part, when I was actually, I knew this one from literature, reading, learning about hemp, is actually the indeterminate nature of the hemp. Where actually within the single seed head, we have a pretty wide range of the seed maturity groups. When I was thinking, I started cleaning seeds and then I was able to see, okay, one side we are getting brown seed, the other side we are getting green. And then I was able to easily to match up, okay, this one makes sense. Yeah,
Right.
how we can actually even accept of the reading, so we were able to get rid of the impurities there, but at the same time we were able actually just doing the airflow and the separation by the seed weight, we were able to get separated those mature seed from non-mature seed. That was actually pretty cool for me because I was able to even see how much within the sample I have those green seeds.
Once I took over the business 15 years ago, we started buying newer equipment. At the end leads me to you to probably some of the most advanced equipment I've ever worked with. And it can do things that I've never been able to do before and make product that's worthless worth money again.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So we're talking about color sorter, right?
Yes,
the Metra color sorter.
The color sorter.
But was there like a specific trigger, like situation, what make you think, okay, I cannot get away without color sorter anymore. I just need that thing here.
Okay, I had a lot of red clover that someone brought me. It was probably a couple totes, and I cleaned it on the gravity, cleaned it through the ricer, and it didn't get it 100% like I wanted it. You can see the black seed
Right.
in there, so it's taking out, I mean, there's little pieces of ergot in there, there's giant fox still in there, and there is also some whole switchgrass in there, which is going to take out, but it takes out way more. We have a lot more good seed than we do, bad seed coming out. So
Right.
it's doing its job very well. And this was something that your company had set up for me before I got the cleaner, and I sent you a sample, and you'd set it up for me, and it does a great job.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
How often you use the machine?
Anytime that I have one of those special lots that need to be processed. So there's times I've run this 24 hours a day.
24. So you go to sleep, machine working,
Machine works all night.
and you wake up in the morning, you come and it's still working.
Come out here at 10 at night and check it, and I'm here at 7 in the morning and it's still going.
Wow.
So it's working while I'm sleeping.